Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great men, son, rule well, and Shalom to all the brothers doing the work of sharing truth. I want to cover this article on Zero Hedge, and it's basically we're into January, and it's I'm not sure how it's been in the States, but over here in the UK, it's been really mild. As far as the winter so far, it's been like way milder than even like last year. To where we had like a week or something where it was fucking brick cold, like minus temperatures, but otherwise it's like been 12 degrees, like super mild. But going into January, usually that's when it gets colder. So you got, in LA, I read the title, it says LA County reinstates mask mandates for hospitals. So I said LA County over the weekend confirmed that there's reinstated a mask wearing mandate for staff, patients, and visitors at licensed healthcare facilities. So it's essentially like the first stone kind of in like a landslide. It's that first step, and then given we've done it all before with the C-19. That's something we've essentially seen it go from you know you like doing things, essentially engaging with it on a personal level, to when it's mandated to lockdowns, and it's flip-flop back and forth. It's flip-flop back and forth, and then as such, because it's flip back and forth, people got used to the cycle of it, so that can easily come back again. And LA will be one of them places that start with it, and with the US, it will obviously be state by state. So then, depending on you might have it pop off in certain states, but who knows? Because the thing is like regardless of how far it actually goes, just like with last time, they can then just apply the, what do you call it, broaden the scope on it. So we'll see. So it says, according to health officials, the county entered the US CDC medium level hospitals admissions on December 29th. Over the past week in LA County, there's been a notable yet not unexpected increase in C-19 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths. They said. So skip down a bit. And it says what? The threshold for the CDC's medium level is 10 to 19.9 new C-19 related admissions per 100,000 people over 1 week. So the past week it went to 10.5. So it's funny because like the bar got lowered significantly for when behavior needs to be instated, which, because as it says, in addition, all persons uh, visiting a licensed healthcare facility that provide inpatient care are required to mask when around patients and while inpatient care areas. So if you go visit someone, you're gonna have to comply. Essentially, if you're going in a hospital, in that state, you got to comply. And imagine it's like at what, 10 cases per 100,000. But what it say? The historical data posted by the CDC shows that the recent uptick in cases is still far cry from the number of cases in 2020, 2021, and early 2022. The data shows that for the week ending December 23rd, there were about 29,000 hospitalizations across the US, while for the week ending a year before that, on December 24th, there were 39,000. About 3 months ago, LA County Public Health Director told the LA Times that she wasn't going to reinstate a mandate. But that's the thing, is, the the funny thing is like the previous procession of events was, oh, we're not going to do that, 3-6 months later. That's being done over and over and over again. So we'll wait and see. It says what we have such good tools, we shouldn't get there. But yeah, the thing with this as well is, especially with the masks, it's more psychological. It's more of the minds of the people, because it got to the point. I remember I was watching clips of like back during them times, when the mask mandate were in place, or even just before, and like people were losing their fucking minds if someone wasn't wearing one. They'd be like, "Oh my god, you're not wearing it correct!" Like they were losing it. So it's as far as for what this is, it's real light, because like I said, it's just one state and it's just in the hospital. But you see these things, and we've already seen how these things build up steam, man. So very easily it could amass to more. Hold on, let me go back. So starting this, 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And yeah, this thing's built up steam before. It seems to have, tapered off, but who knows? And the thing is, anyway, is there's other things that could just, be brought in, and then it will be like, other things that could be brought in, and then we've got a new thing to kind of worry and stress about. Well, I say I mean the people in the world, essentially, will have that new thing to worry and stress about. Because what does it say? When they say peace and safety, man. And that's the thing. That's the thing everyone's trying to get back to in the world. They're trying to think about how they can reclaim that peace and safety. Because if they can't engage with with the world, with the bliss, then they don't even want to be on the scene, man. Jake especially. Isaiah 30:1, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And yeah, they're essentially, gonna, and that's the thing with these things, with the whole situation of C-19, that whole pandemic situation, that essentially was a dry run of when it comes to MOTB, that rice grain. That's basically a dry run of how that's gonna run, and how people are gonna comply with it. So it's funny, because it's that same mindset, man. If you're in the image of the beast, if that's what you're vibing with, that'll be why people are that'll be why people will run to Esau. It says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And yeah, because what's the ultimate confusion? If you take the MOTB, you take it, then you're gonna be decimated, man. You're gonna get ailments in the body, and you're gonna taste in that judgment, man. That lake of fire when the missiles hit. Because why? Matthew 6:24, it says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or either he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon." And yeah, that's really what it comes down to, choosing who your master is. Because if you're engaging with, okay, you're gonna go and integrate yourself with Esau's system, then what's gonna have to be done. You're gonna have to take it, man. You're basically gonna have to give bow down and put yourself under Esau's whole vibration, and you're trusting them, but they ain't nothing there for you. But I finished on this Isaiah 6:8. It says, and also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and whom will go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. And that's what's being withheld. Because as far as for you to see Esau for what he is, and the Spirit's got to give you that, man. You got to receive that gift to where you can then pass these things. Because as I read, it's like, the day comes as a thief. But, hey, those in the know, they ain't going to get caught slipping. They ain't going to be caught, confused, a mess. Because why? It's going to be plain, man. It's going to be plain, But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom, shalom.